Good afternoon. So I'm Anita Panayiotis, and I've been coming on now regularly for a number of weeks since Veronica first started the online psychic medium readings. And as people start coming on, let me know you're there, say hi, little chat box there. You know your name. If you come on Facebook user. Hi Tracy, love to see you. How are you doing, Tracy, in this hot weather? What's it like up there in Scotland? Is it a little bit cooler maybe? Love to have you here, Tracy, again this week. And let's start coming on, sort of let me know where you are, where you're from, what you're up to, how your day's going, how your week's going. Hi there, Tiffany. Hi there, Tanita. Hi there, Sharon. Love to see you back because I recognise quite a few of your names there. So lovely, great to see you all. Start to feel like a community and a family coming back to. Oh, it's very, very hot in Scotland as well. Okay, so you're not avoiding it. We shouldn't moan, should we? But the trouble, it comes in so quickly. Hi, Ashley. Nice to see you here, Ashley. I don't recognise your name on this occasion. So welcome if I've not met you before or you've not seen me work before. And let's say sort of thank you to Veronica Jenkins for online psychic mediums here to be offering the one-to-one mini readings. And this is a regular spot for myself here, 5 p.m. till 6 p.m. UK time. And start coming on. Let me know where you're from. Hi there, Maxine. So good morning. So you're somewhere in the States, I'm assuming. So it is welcome to you. And I'm here this afternoon, this next hour, to be offering mini readings. They can be psychic of nature, intuitive. So what's taking place in your life, career, family, work, any aspects like that. I can also sort of tap into your spirituality if you're sort of exploring the path there where you want to take you. I'm also here. Hi there, Tiffany. You're from Oregon. So I'd love to come there at some point. I really would love to sort of come and be in that area. So fantastic for you, Tiffany, for where you are. And Glasgow, Katrina in Glasgow. Hi, Katrina. Hot up there as well, Katrina. So I'm no avoiding the hot weather. So I'm also here to do animal communication readings. In which case, with those, I tend to work with the name of your animal, so the pet name, species, dog, cat, horse, or whatever your animal may be. And if you want an animal reading, could you please also let me know if the animal is in the spirit side of life or also in the physical body. And I'm very happy if you have a specific question regarding anything. So it's 58 degrees for you, Tiffany, also not so hot for you there where you are. So at least you can put the heating on, which is when it's this hot, we can't turn it down, can we? She's got loads of aircon. So I'm here today to do all sorts of readings for you. If you have anything specific you'd like me to answer for you, you can put it in the chat. So Tracy, I'll come to Tracy, who's the first one to answer my question. And that is a spiritual question for you, Tracy. So spiritual path, spiritual journey. Again, hoping to do animal readings and anything of your choosing, or just pull a general card for you. So Tracy, I'm going to pull a card for you, Tracy, and I'm going to pull for you. Actually, I'm going to use different cards today. I'm going to use my moonology cards, which I'm very drawn to working with the moon at this moment in time. So I'm going to pull a card for you, Tracy, regarding your spiritual path. Now, I know with you, Tracy, I've been working with you a couple of weeks now, as the weeks go by, and working with confidence and getting yourself out there and doing a little bit more work. Now, the card I pulled for you says it's working with manifestation of the moon. And the moon has lots of energy here to sow new seeds, sow new dreams, and actually sort of help us to manifest the life we want to be working and where we want to be. Now, what I've got here for you, Tracy, and this might make sense to you, it's just a card here. It is the first quarter moon, and that comes soon after we move from the new moon before we come into the full moon again. Now, this is, I would say to you, so this is maybe something to contemplate and consider, because it's about your commitment being tested. So I feel with this card for you, Tracy, about your spiritual path here, Spirit is not testing you. Spirit is there for you. Spirit is there willing you and wanting you to work. And really, I would say to you here, from the spirit point of view, I'm hearing the words here, get on with the job. So I say, I know that the spirit there really want you to be working, and not just in one particular area, because I've very much here, I've got the healing aspect that comes in with you here, the healing, the empath that you are. But I've also got here for you, Tracy, this aspect I want to say to you of the mediumship that also comes in for you. And I feel here, what I feel where the testing aspect comes in, I feel it's more about people around you as well. And I don't feel that no one's physically trying to stop you or, getting in your way to do the work you want to be doing. But I feel sometimes life, just life in general, can feel like a test. It feels like this, it can stop us manifesting, keeping on that pathway. And so again here, it's like, just know that you're not being tested by spirit. You're being, it's aspects around daily life, all of our lives have the trials and tribulations of everyday life. And it's keeping focused, I want to say to you, during the trials and tribulations that do come. Oh, fantastic. Well, then it feels, I can feel the healing, and I feel the mediumship becomes very, very, strongly hand in hand for you. And I know here you're someone, even if you're not giving healing people physically, you're someone who will be giving healing anyway, just by the way you work, the way you talk, the way you deliver your messages. That's very much here. I want to say that healing aspect comes in for you. So I want to say to you, commitment. All right, keep that. If you feel at times you're being tested by obstacles around you, just know that like life is always in flux and flow. Right? They're not there to stay. So just keep yourself committed to the I'll say to the cause, committed to the journey, committed to the cause, because I know here that your spiritual path is it's a very, I want to say to you, I'm seeing you literally, on that path, and as you walk through your spiritual journey, your spiritual path, it's opening up wider and wider and more there for you, I want to say to you, okay? So at times, all of us have to stop and pause. Stop, pause. If there's something around you that needs to be dealt with, a hiccup in the way, deal with it, carry on, keep it to that path, because I just know here this is a long journey for you, okay? So again, there will be little blips on the way. That happens. That's fine. Just accept it. It's fine. It's not, tomorrow will be another day. Keep committed. I'm going to say to you, Tracy, because I feel here, you're not being tested by spirit. It's just everyday life. Keep focused, keep going, and you will find you'll go on from strength to strength. I'm going to say to you, Tracy. So really, I'm going to say, and I am actually seeing you going forward, because I feel as the confidence begins to grow within you, you're actually taking on more clients. I want to say to you, more people working. We all have those at times, that's a fact of life. But we have them, some more than others, I will admit. So just know when you get those little hiccups come along there, that is try not to, if you can, get drawn into other people's dramas. Sometimes we have to get drawn into certain aspects that's taking place very close to us in a family issue. But if there's other people's dramas, don't get too drawn in, Tracy. Little hiccups come. Just know that's what it is. Keep committed, because that's what it's about. All right. And I know here, the more you are committed to the cause, the more your messages is going to start coming through. I'm going to say to you as well for you. Okay. So Tracy, have a lovely day. I don't know if you're too far from the beach up there in Scotland, because I know some beautiful beaches up there in Scotland. So if you are, it'd be nice to be able to make the most of that at the moment for yourself as well. So have a lovely day, Tracy. Family dramas, don't get too drawn in. If you can help it with other people's dramas, no, it's just a blip. Keep on that path, because you're going to go from strength to strength to strength. And I'm seeing very much here, almost you being ready to start taking on your own clients more for like the clients, the mediumship readings. I'm going to say to you, okay. So I'm going to come to Ashley Gray, whose dog Geordie in spirit. Okay, so just see here where I'm going to go with Geordie in spirit. I want to say to you, okay, so hi there, Ashley, to you. Now, Geordie, so come through here with Geordie. I just have to sort of feel the essence of them come through first as they come through here for me. And they come through here. I'm very much drawn to Geordie's eyes, I want to say to you, okay, because Geordie comes through, their eyes are very, just looking straight at me with eye-to-eye contact, so to speak. And their eyes, for me, with a look at Geordie here, there's like, they really feel like the window to Geordie's soul as they come through here. And I know you're Geordie to be, a little bit of a, inwardly, I want to say to you, they're a little bit of a worry, a little bit of anxiety, I want to say to you, okay. And just feel here with them, even if nothing, they're an animal that, especially like, I don't want you leaving me, don't leave me alone, don't leave me. This sort of aspect I want to say as they come through for you, okay. And know here, little Geordie, as they're coming through here, they don't feel to be in spirit that long, so they may have been some time. Just feel here, this is the essence they feel me, how much the presence comes here. I still want to be around you. I also know, Geordie, as I feel their presence here, they give me the word mum, I want to say to you. So I know this is more towards you, Ashley. So I know that identifies you being there, mum, I will say to you as well. So you would have called yourself mum. They see you as also being there, mum, I want to say to you. Oh, Geordie's also showing me here. You when you cuddled Geordie, held Geordie, you held them very gently, I want to say to you, okay? Just like you show me, just caressing their body very gently. I also know here what I'm being shown. I don't know if you would have bathed their, I'm being shown their eyes just being like slightly just bathed, or just be wiping their eyes, clean their eyes for them. And this makes me feel good. It makes me feel, I want to say, just I like my eyes cleaned is what they're making me aware of, I want to say to you, okay? I know as well with Geordie here, I want to say to you here, there feels to be, I don't know if, there's a cat that Geordie is familiar with in the spirit side of life. I want to say to you, okay, so if there's a cat that's up there, I don't say I'm friends with cats, so I'm looking, but I know there's a cat there that I'm even going to be a neighbour's cat here that I'm seeing, that I know I would have known before. They're saying to me, okay. Now I feel here down here for you, as I look down here now, I know there feels to be a number of changes that taken place from when Geordie was here to now, where they're on the spirit side of life. I want to say to you, there feels very much, Ashley, a man that comes in and helps to nurture and sort of feed and look after Geordie up there now. Now Geordie feels very, I want to say to you, just they're showing themselves just standing up here, like on all four legs. So not stand up on their rear legs, stand up on all four legs here. It's the way they hold themselves. They hold themselves so nicely, I want to say to you, okay. And I also know, I'm asking for a memory here to give to you, that I know as well at times they're showing me. I'm not saying that you're singing to Geordie specifically, but I know you're singing, all right, just singing as we do, doing our jobs around the home. And I know here they're listening to you sing and enjoying that. And I also know here what they're also showing me is there's time where they sit in front of you, I want to say to you, and just hear like you just talking to them, and the little face is going back to front. Georgie is saying to me here, they are well cared for where they are now. I know there are people that are looking after him up there and well loved. I want to say to you, okay, Ashley. And I do want to say, it feels here, I just want to say it's never goodbye, because I just feel here Geordie is like still listens to you talk about them, listens to you. So I know they can still hear their memory still very much, around here being spoken about. And there's one aspect about, I don't know if you've got, I'm being shown over like a pillow, a cushion, and that's with an image of some description on it. And they make me aware that's their cushion. There's some cushion. I'm being shown some of an imagery on it that Geordie is making me aware of. Okay, no, Geordie is okay, and up there being looked after. So there's a male up there that's looking after them, taking care of them. Okay, so lots of love from your Geordie for you. Okay, thank you. I hope that helps you. Right. All right, let's see here. Hi there. So there's a few more names coming on here. So I've got Tilly coming on here, and let's see here. Let's see who I'm going to be drawn to next, and I shall pull a few cards here to see as a name that jumps out at me. Right, so I'm going to come to Casey. Casey, guess. Now you may have a message. Please, you miss your beautiful blonde German Trudy. Okie dokie. So let's come to Casey with your beautiful blonde. I have to say the word blonde because as I say it and call Trudy's name, it's like there she is. And when I say she's a blonde, I mean she's a blonde. She stands there so beautifully, and she knows she's a beauty. I want to say to you, okay, she comes here for you, Casey. Okay, she is just so, she's got that air about her where she knows she's a beauty. She's a beauty. She's telling me, and she loves this one. And she also, her coat is again here. It's like she's an animal. I want to say to you, that likes her coat to be clean as well. And what she's showing me is here. I know it's just like she just showed me being. I don't massively like being groomed, I will say to you, but I know here as she shows me her coat here, I like to look nice. I like to feel nice. Is what I'm going to say to you. Okay. Now she's still very much with you. I want to say to you. Now this is what she just gave me for a moment. Okay. So I know here she does feel to be in the spirit a little while now. Okay. And she feels very much at peace, I will say to you. And she is telling me, so I know she had some discomfort before she passed, because she's telling me here, Casey, she is pain-free. It feels very important to say to you, she is pain-free. I'm going to the lower part of her back and her hips here, where I feel there's some discomfort that comes in around her. And I know here with her, it's like she's saying to me here, now this is about after she has passed, and this is not recent now, but she's showing me you. I don't know if you had some. She showed me some of her hair. okay? So I feel here, I don't know if there'd be hair in the hairbrush, or you found some hair somewhere. I know there was still some hair, I want to say to you, of Trudy that you had after she passed. I don't think you've got it now, but I just know she can this image of some of her hair that was still left behind after she'd gone, okay? She also makes me feel here, I know that there again with her, there's also again a male that's up there with her looking after her. And she's also, she's a very independent, I know German Shepherds can be very much a one-person dog and love their human very much so, and that's all they really want to be with. But I know here she also has this, I want to be with you, I love you, I want to say to you. And what I'm feeling is here, it's actually like I'm looking at her being that independence that comes. She's a free thinker. She's telling me she's got an independent streak, and I want to say to her free thinking that comes in with her. I also know what she's making me, and I can feel she's an animal. None of us, want to be in pain or suffer from pain. But I know here with her, she makes me feel she also had, I will say to you, Casey, quite a high hero of the furniture. And I know it to still be there, not now, but after she passed, she showed me it was still, and it feels, I want to say to you, sad for us, left behind, but for her it feels quite funny that her hair was still around for a while. She's showing me, okay. Now I know as well here what she's taking me back to before she crosses to the Rainbow Bridge. I want to say to you, she's actually given me a hair. She's an animal that she copes. She has quite a high pain threshold before she crossed over. I want to say to you, okay, and it feels here. She could also, she knows that I want to say to you, Casey, you really you had a checked and double checked, and everything that could be done for her, you actually had done for her. I want to say to you, okay, and what she's making me aware of here is that, like, when it was her time, I want to say to you, okay, it truly was her time to cross over, all right? And it feels, I want to say to you, for her, there's no, obviously upset, remorse for you, Casey, left behind here. But for her, I want to say to you, it truly feels, I want to say to you here, because there feels some debate about, again, down here, was the timing right? But it feels here, the timing for her was actually correct. I want to say to you, okay, it just feels that aspect, the timing was right for her. She wasn't meant to be here any longer, is what she's saying to me. And no, you don't. I can understand that, Casey, right? But I know here, you know, this is a human thing for us, because I know here, even though we don't say, animals know, they feel our emotions. Our animals are so much like our mirrors to ourselves, and she could feel that love. She knows that love, I want to say to you, because also what she's making me very aware of is, even though you may not have said it before, right, before she went to sleep, she's asking, please, Mum, don't regret it. I want to say to her, okay, because she knows you still love her, because you tell her now, even now, you tell her now. She understands. She hears every message she's saying to me that you give to her and that you tell her. And that is even today. There's messages that you say to her. You talk about her, and there's nothing here. She's saying to me here, she loves you. There's no, don't doubt it, don't question it for 1 second. She actually saying to me here, Casey, she actually passed. It was her time to go, and I know she's not alone when she crosses over, and she loves you. All right, she loves you, and she loves you. Honestly, I can't say enough, because that's how she makes me feel. And it's almost like she's coming up to you right now, and she's putting her face on the side of your face here to let you know she's there. And it's almost like she comes up to you quite quietly, actually, and you can feel her breath against your face, which she's saying to me. So let her, letting you know that she's there. She doesn't. Don't feel guilty. Don't doubt for 1 second. She never doubted how much you loved her and how much you cared for her. And just showing us here, and I don't know if what she's showing me here, this like, again, what she's showing me here, this love. There must be a beautiful photograph you must have of her, because she's showing me herself like in her prime, standing up in all her glory, because of her beautiful coat, which she's showing me, and her head held really high and looking lovely. She's saying to me, she's saying, these words are for you, Casey. She's saying to me here, when I say she runs free, she's not free. She's an animal. she don't go far at all, right? But she's like, I'm free. There's no collar on me. There's no leash on me. I am just there. She's saying to me, and just know here, she loves you. There's also something I will say to you around her passing. There feels to be around a significant date, birthday. There's dates around her time when she passed. I know it's sort of around that what she's making me. She loves you. Don't doubt it for 1 second, Casey. You could not have done any more for her. She's telling me, and part of her, she's glad she wasn't alone when she passes. I'm going to say to you, okay, but it feels here part of her. It feels like she's looking at you here, where she's thinking of you as rather than herself. It's like it's not an image she would have liked you to have seen as well. That's what she's saying to me. Okay, she wants you to remember her in that like her, in her prime is what she's showing me. Okay, standing there in that beautiful blonde coat she's got, beautiful, and absolutely that's how she wants to be remembered. I'm going to say to you, okay, and it feels here just that she's got a presence about her that you'd never forget, and she does love you, Casey. Okay, so I hope, no, don't feel guilty. You can say those words, as much as you like. She hears them, she knows them, she felt them, and that's all I want to say to you, okay, Casey. So no, she's doing okay over there on the other side. Right, so let's have let's see here. A few more names coming up here. So hi Yvonne. Let's see here. Anne Williams. So let me just see here. I'm drawn to Anne Williams. Let me just read your question here. Is there a future together? Me and Mike, please. Is there commitment coming, like engagement ring for engagement marriage? Right, okie right, yeah. Right, and so let me just tap into this. And you've got a lovely little dog there as well, I can see. So right, so let me just feel into Anne and Mike. Anne and Mike. Right, I do feel actually, there is a future ahead for you and Mike. I want to say to you, okay. Now, what I feel is here. Now, I'm not. I do want to say to you, I feel you've been together a while already, so I don't feel this is like a particularly new, fresh relationship. So I feel you've been together, you know each other. I want to say to you, almost like we know ins and outs, we know the good, we know the bad, we know all bits and pieces. What I feel here, I feel that you are feeling a little bit more ready, and it's not because he's not ready. I want to say to you, I just feel you feel more ready to be for the extra commitment right now, okay? And I just feel with him here, I feel the reason why I feel that Mike is ready to commit, and you are going to have a future together. But where I feel he's struggling a little bit at the moment is to actually say those words I'm going to say to you, okay? Sometimes we struggle to say, to actually make it real. I want to say to you, because I feel with Mike, and it's not about making it real, because I know he wants it to be, but sometimes people, and I feel this goes more towards Mike's past, okay, what's happened to in his past. And most people in their life have had some sort of hurt, upset from past relationships. And what I'm feeling, I want to feel with him is here, it's like he worried, concerned that he might by getting engaged to start off with, it could go wrong, is what I'm going to say to you. So I want to say to you, Anne, just be a little bit patient, all right? Because I feel you get on well together. It feels a good relationship, I want to say to you. And he just needs to come to that conclusion, that idea that all will be well, I want to say to you, on it by himself, all right? So I'm not saying he's being pressure up. It just needs to come to that conclusion literally by himself. And it's more about what's got, not about you and him, but it's what's taken place before, I want to say to you, okay? So just be mindful of that, all right? That's what's gone on before, not so much what's taking place now. And I'm seeing him genuinely. What I feel when he feels there's no, I don't know, it feels a bit more spontaneous, all right? So when there is no pressure, expectation, I'm seeing the pair of you. I do feel the pair of you will. I'm trying to see if I get engagement ring first, or just straight to want to propose to you. And I do see him proposing to you. All right. So it feels more, rather than just going and getting the engagement ring, I will say to you, I'm seeing more the proposal, and then from there we'll go out and get the ring. I would say to you, and again, it's free will for all of us. And when I say to be patient, I would say to you, enjoy your relationship today, tomorrow, Christmas, New Year. Get round into the new year. I'm looking more spring here, and I'm feeling here he feels more ready in the spring time of year to be more able to freely to say, I love you, let's get married, I think we can make it work. Because more I will say to you, what's taken place is a little bit of, or you don't want to go wrong, is what I feel, all right, for you there, Anne. So just enjoy the relationship, make the most of it, let it nurture, let it grow. And I'm seeing the pair of you actually being I'm seeing him proposing to you, all right? But it may not be till next year when that actually happens for you. So I hope and that helps you, all right? Just feel it's not, you've got a good relationship, it's working. It's more so what's baggage from him that's slowing the process down slightly, I want to say, okay? And when the timing is right, it will all fall into place for you. So I hope that helps you, okay? Right, so we're just here to, I'm going to come to Tiffany, right, Tiffany. So I just see here's the names. Hi, Yvonne. And if you're coming as a Facebook user, if you don't mind putting your name in the, your first name in the chat, it would be great for you, because that way I can then sort of tap into you as well. We've just got different Facebook users coming on. I don't always know who actually I'm reading for. So I'm going to come here to Tanita, all right? So I'm going to come to Tanita, and let's see, here's your sister. So to find Tanita, or your sister in spirit. Right, okay, so hi Tanita, I'm coming from reading from spirit for you, because I do feel drawn to come to you. I want to say to you, okay? And I feel here, I know in the chat there, your sister is in spirit, okay? I also know it's still fairly early days for both of you, I will say to you, okay? But your sister's coming through here for you. And your sister here, she really, I'm saying, it's like she's holding you right now, okay? She just want to hold you and just support you, because it feels here, for down here for you right now, it feels a lonely space right down here for you now. Even if you have friends around you and family around you, it's just that feeling of being, grief is a very early stage for you. But she's showing me up there, I want to say to you, okay, I know there's she's been met in the spirit world, but it feels here I've got abundance of family up there she comes through with. There's very much here I want to say to you, on mum's side of the family here, I feel like it's a grandma that she's showing me, that's up there, I want to say to you, okay, that she's actually making me aware of. All right, I was Tiffany, okay, so it's Tiffany, sorry, I've got the wrong name. So Tiffany, this is for you, Tiffany, sorry. I'll come to you in a bit, Tanita, okay, but it's Tiffany's sister in spirit. I have her here with me, okay, because she's showing me here. I want to go to mum's side of the family as well. I want to say to you, okay, and I just feel here as I see that, I know I've got grandma on that side of the family that comes through here with your sister, okay. Now you would like to know if you made the right decision about, right, okay, that's a very now I'll just say here, now what's making me feel here, your sister in the spirit side of life is feeling like she's coming through stronger. She's coming through here well, I want to say to you, okay? And I know your sister, when she was down here, she's someone who, I want to say, like, loves life to the, make the most out of life. I don't say love life to the full, but it's like make the most out of life is what she's making me aware of, I want to say to you, okay? And I feel here, she's making me known here that this is not just, you made the right decision, I want to say to you, because the biggest thing here, your daughter, the thing here she's giving me, your sister's giving me here, it's almost like I'm looking at her, and it's like, don't doubt, she's saying to me, because I know she's someone here who wants to what she's given me for you, I will say to you, Tiffany, is she wasn't going to get out of that hospital, is what she's telling me. All right, so I know she wasn't going to get out there as she wants to be, well, strong, healthy. She knew that, I want to say to you, okay. The feeling she's also given me, this is not, I can validate, but I feel here like her she's being kept alive by the machinery, but it almost like feels here like her soul, her spirit was around you all, not in the body. It was around you all in the space when you made that decision. She's showing me here, almost like, I don't know if you felt her, like almost standing just slightly to your left side behind you in that space. She feels me here that she was there, and it feels, I know she's almost like giving this vision of looking at herself. I was saying to you before she passes over, you've made the right decision. She would not have wanted to be here the way she would have been, is what she's saying to me, okay, Tiffany, is what she's saying to me. And I know there's a very much I want to say to you, when, like, before, well, when things are well, when things are good, there's a love of music, a beauty of music, I want to say to you, okay. And she's giving me this, like, I can hear there's a particular song, like I want to say enchanting piece of music that I'm hearing from her, I want to say to you, okay, that she makes me aware of. You have done, she feels she's, where she feels a little bit saddened is that the burden has been put upon you, all right, and this is not, the burden, and that's where she feels saddened for that, I want to say to you, okay. And it's like here, she's it's not she's saying to me, okay, because I feel here for her, I just wanted to be myself, and that wasn't going to be, and the last thing she wanted to be, I will say to you, for here to not be able to be herself and to be a burden for people. She's giving me here, I love you. I want to say to her, okay, I know I'm your sister. I'm here. She told me looking at when you were younger, looking after you, looking out for you. I want to say, and taking care of you, and you taking care of her, what she's saying to me, okay. And it feels I don't feel that you're birth twins, but you feel that close, you feel like twins, even though you're not birth twins, which is making me feel. I want to say to her, okay. And you did, I'm going to say to you did, she's saying to me, everything, she's fine. Everything is fine for her where she is, and she's at peace. I want to say to her, okay. And it feels like she had a beautiful, the thing she gave me, a beautiful send off as well. I want to say to her, okay. And know here, there feels this aspect. I don't know if you're doing this, but she's showing me like letter writing, Tiffany. So I don't know if you've written something for her. I want to say to her, okay. And I just feel here. So if you're contemplating writing like to your sister, writing letters to your sister, it just feels here some healing aspect. I want to be putting some, I don't know, channeled writing here, but I want to be writing something here because I feel your sister will literally send you messages, come back to you. I want to say to her, okay. And she honestly, she would not have wanted to. I want to say to her, okay. And it feels where she feels true. She's gifted. I will say to you where she is now. She's blessed. She's loved. She's healed. But down here, it's you who needs the blessing. You who need the support. You who need the love. She's saying to me, but she would never wanted to, be in that way. She's saying never. And even though people would have given their lives to look after me, care for me, it's not what I would have wanted. She's saying to me, okay, that's really not what she wanted. And I just know here, as I say with her, it's like I know she even now it's still early days, but it feels like she does still draw close. You can hear her voice at times. She's telling me you can hear her voice talking to you, okay. So no, you did the right thing, all right, for her. Not for yourself, you didn't, but you did the right thing for her. And that's where she feels, saddened that choice, that decision was down to you. But it wasn't. She's saying to me, she'd already transitioned over, is what she's saying to me, okay. And it feels now, I don't know here, I'm being shown here. Hi Rhonda, welcome to this afternoon. She's showing me here in a chair. There's a man that feels very close to her spirit side of life on the stage, okay, that she's making me very aware of. And I just feel she's been nurtured up there. And it's like we just need that nurturing down here for you, I want to say to you, okay. And there's something here about, I don't know if this was a freesias. I'm being shown freesias and the smell of freesia flowers, I want to say to you, okay. So I don't know if sometimes you get a sudden smell of just flowers come to you, I want to say to you, okay. Just literally know that is part of her. I want to say to her, she comes through. If you smell the freesias, I'm being made aware of, okay. She loves you very much, and you will, when the time is right, it's like you will be back together. She's saying to me, okay. But she wants to look after you as much as she can from the other side of spirit life. She sends her love, and know the thing was, it was done for the right reasons, not how I would have wanted to be. She's saying to me, okay. So lots of love to you, Tiffany, all right. Lots of healing to you. And I feel also with her, it's like your sister saying to you, when the time is right, the time will be right for you to do something for yourself, all right. It's not about going out treating yourself, but doing something that feels important, something like it's time of reflection, something that is important for you. I want to say she's making me very much aware of. I'm being shown like almost like when you feel ready enough, healed enough to sit, to be still, to connect and sit with her and connect with her, because I feel here that's what she'll be waiting to do when you do come through, when she does come through, all right, for you. And that is totally understandable, Tiffany, but so when you feel strong enough to sit and be still, she will be there just to gather with you. I want to say to you, to almost sort of blend with you like she was when she was here. All right, lots of love for you. Know that she is healed up there, okay, and it's you down here that needs to have the support now and the work down here for you. And lots of love to you, okay. So a quick sip of water, and I shall pull another. Right, so let's see, like Tanita. So sorry, Tanita, because I got you confused with Tiffany for a moment there. So I will come to you, Tanita, because I literally let's just say, where's Tanita? So I just come here. You're reading for a loved one in spirit. Right, so I'm going to come to Tanita. So I was having a rough time the last few days. Okay, so let me see who I'm drawn for you, Tanita. Let's just feel here for you right now. Now I can feel here again, and again you have I know I've read for you before, but and I feel here partners coming through here for you as well, and I feel here like what I know you've had a rough few days, but it's almost like I feel I want to say to you now, it's like I'm looking at what I'm looking at. It's like more metaphorically. I'm looking at a pathway. I want to say to you, okay, and this pathway I want to say to you is about you and for you now, right? And it's not about you walking this pathway on your own. It's about you exploring. I want to say to you, aspects of yourself. I want to say to you, okay, aspects of yourself, because I feel here very much here, you've lost someone you love very deeply. I want to say to you, and when this happens, it brings up obviously lots of emotions, but also I feel it's brought up lots of questions for you, Tanita, as well. All right, and Tanita's, sometimes we get the questions of the the ifs, the buts. Is there more? Is there more? Is this? So I feel for you as a time for you of lots of questions arising. I want to say to you, and these questions are arising about our own mortality. Just literally that aspect can come up, and sometimes it's a good. And I feel it's like the tragedy that's happened around you is when you are ready, it's time for you to explore the spiritual aspect. And it's not about religion, the spiritual aspect of life. I want to say to you, okay, because I feel here sometimes these traumas, they set us on a journey, on a pathway, which I feel this is starting to happen to you. I want to say to you, okay, so it's almost like it's starting you to question, to ask, to want to know, and that's absolutely fine. And I think like with lots of things, when we sort of become awakened to new aspects, it's been having that open mind, to open mind that might what might fit is good, what might not fit, let it go. But just being very open, because this feels for me now, there's been like an awakening, a stir that's taken place for you on a stage, okay? And I don't know if you're looking to find a mentor where you live. I want to say about mentor here, because I always want to give you a sort of a spiritual person here, someone for you to be working with. Are you okay? Okay, it's understandable, Tanita, because what you've been through, so completely, understand why you'd be feeling that way. I want to say, okay. Now I feel, but I do know this enlightenment, this opening has taken place in quite a big way, and I feel as well also slightly well, and I pulled a moon card for you, okay? Because and I've got here, this is your dreams need a practical plan. Now I feel here where and you're blocked, and that's okay to be blocked, right? Because sometimes when we work in this area of spirituality or working with people, an empath, we need to work on our own selves first. And I feel it's that healing space for you, and that's why you feel blocked. It's not, you are not blocked, you feel blocked because you're needing the energy, I will say to you, for yourself. To rest, restore, recharge, rebalance is what I'm being told for yourself. So about rebalancing and readdressing, I'm going to say to you what is important in your life. And at times in our lives we have to have that vital source, because that's what we're talking about our vital sources for ourselves, because we have to take care of ourselves, heal ourselves first to be able to move forward. So I know you're saying here, so I would say to you, you're not blocked, you just need time to literally for self, all right, to heal, but I also feel here, I actually want to say to you, Tanita, and again, I know you live overseas, but it feels appropriate for you now to start to look for a mentor, all right, someone spiritually who can take you on your next pathway. So I, like in the UK here, we have circles and things you can sit for development. But what I want to say to you now, for you to find that next part for your next journey. And because I feel here very much here that again that you have become like you want to help and heal people as well. So I feel is that you need that guiding light to help you in the right direction. So I feel here, I know you've already got ideas bubbling away of how you can work and what you can do and how you can do things. And I feel that find that mentor, I'm going to say to you, because it's like you putting your ideas, your emotions, your dreams, how you feel to want to help and support people into a practical plan. So it hasn't got to be just start, even if you just see that plan, feel that plan, know that plan, but start to get an idea of how you see yourself working and how you want to be using your experiences. Because I also feel it's the experiences that you've had, there's a lot there for people to learn from and to be able to help and to heal, I want to say to you. So it feels, I know there's writing massively around you, I want to say to you, okay. And again here, it's like the word I've just been given. So like spill the beans is an English expression. So just pour it all out. And part of me says, I don't. Pour it all out for yourself to start off with. I want to say to you, maybe put it on paper, put it on an audio recording. But then we need to reflect. I want to say to you on what you've poured out, because because that is part of your journey, part of your healing. But then from what you have poured out, I want to say to you, then from there you can map out that book, that writing. I'm going to say to you, because it feels very much here that feels very strong around you. I want to say to you that is there, but I want to. It needs to be obviously fine-tuned. I want to say to you, there's a bit there that you need to release, let go of, then the fine-tuned aspect, which feels very strong. And I just feel here now would be a good time for you, not immediately if you don't feel ready, but to start to look for that mentor to take your own journey to the next aspect. And I know here your partner here very much here willing that aspect. And also I feel here it's like it's the story, the unspoken story they're telling me, all right, the unspoken story that comes from him and from you, all right. So Tanita, again, you're not blocked. You look at that aspect of you're using your essence, your energy for self. It's needed for self at the moment. Okay, use it, make the most of it. Look for that mentor. I'm going to say to you, there's loads of questions bubbling away around you. That's fine. Look around you, answer the questions, feel the questions, know the questions, find yourself a mentor. I want to say to you, it feels here that's the next part of your journey, your spiritual growth. I want to say to you, and the writing. I feel you haven't got to write the book just yet, but you need to start getting some of that out, even if it's just to say to you, on an audio recording, but you need to start doing it. I want to say to you, there's a lot there that's coming to you're remembering a lot more, and that's what I feel to you. So I hope, Tanita, that helps you. Okay. And it's still very early days, but I just feel here it's at that point now where you're ready for the next process to start getting this all together, all right, for the book and for your own work. I want to say to you, okay. So I hope that helps you. Okay, right, so let's just see whose card comes up, name comes next for me. And no, you're doing a good job, I want to say to you. I'm going to be drawn here to Darlene. Okay, just popped on. Hi, Darlene. How are you? And let's see what I have for Darlene here for you, Darlene. Right, now, then there's little Molly there, there's little Darlene here, and I feel here, Darlene, I'm going to pull a card for you, actually. I'm going to pull a card, first of all, and then I'm going to tap into Molly as well for you. And I feel here, and I'll start with you, first of all, darling. I feel that you're feeling a little bit lost yourself, actually, I want to say to you. So this would be like your own spiritual path, your own spiritual journey, I want to say to you, okay? And I just feel here, that there's as I look around you here, it's like I know that abundance has been taken away from you, the joy has been taken away from you, feel like it's been taken away from you when we have Molly over there, I want to say to you, okay, in the spirit side of life. And I feel here sometimes it's like sometimes we can feel like I feel for you, Darlene, it's like I want to, if you can, to find that purpose, the joy. I know Molly was your joy, was your passion, was your life, I want to say to you, but I feel here now it's like Molly's asking me here, but I'm being shown by Molly here. It's almost like I'm going to be taking you out. She's taking you out for a walk. She's taking you out to go. I want to say to you, okay. So she's encouraging you to go out. I want to say to you, to socialize, to be more, do more. That's what I want to say around you, okay. Because it feels here, I feel there's a cut off around you. I want to say to you, so your own choosing, but it just feels here. I want again here, Molly, I want to say to you, wants to be taking you out for a walk and enjoying a bit of the daylight. I will say to you, the daylight hours and being outside. Because something here when she's well, she said, don't want to go far, but I very much enjoyed going out with my mum, I want to say to you, okay. But it's almost like down here now, she looks at you, and I feel here, she worries about you, darling. I want to say to you, okay, she worries you don't, about you going out and just doing passion, doing something you love, something you enjoy. And it feels that aspect around that. She's saying to me here, you don't find a lot of time for doing like things for self, I want to say to you, okay, things that you enjoy, I want to say to you, okay. And know she's up there and she's saying to me, there's an auntie that she shows me. Okay, so one of your auntie up here that's with her now, taking care of her. I also have been shown that, so your mum as well, it's up here. So it's family, I want to say, in spirits of life that are animal lovers, I want to say to you, okay, and know that they're looking after her. She'll be gone a year tomorrow, right? Okay, and I just know here, so I'm not saying to you to go out tomorrow. It just feels here. I know it's like she's shown this aspect around her, I want to say, all right, and I just feel here, if you can, darling, at the little I also know if you have the strength to just, I always want to go like a memory lane to the walks where the park where she liked to play, where she liked to go. She's just showing me sitting there picnicking is what she's saying to me, okay? And it's like that's her happy memory, I want to say, just being outside there. Doesn't like when it's too hot, but she likes the sun to be shining, and it's just here being there. I also know it is the year that she's been gone, but also feels, I want to say to you, there feels down here, I'm talking other, not just anniversaries, or birthdays down here that I'm also looking at. She's making me very much aware of, I want to say to you, okay? I also know what she's showing me. I know you have a picture of her here on your there on the Facebook here, but she's also showing me a lovely photograph you have out of her at home, I want to say to you, okay? And it feels like here tomorrow, I'm not going to rejoice that she's passed, but she wants you to do some rejoicing, you know, a marking of the day, of the times that you spent together. The time she's actually showing me, darling, it was very rarely apart, very rarely apart when she was here, okay? And no, and a little thing she's giving me, just give me this, I want to say to you, she showed me herself groomed, I want to say to you. So I know she's showing herself just not long been groomed. So she's I know what she's showing me is here. When the groomer must have a particular perfume they put on her coat for her, because she's showing me a particular perfume that I'm wearing that I've got. She's saying to me, okay, no, she's up there. She's actually, she'll be with you. She's with you even now, very strongly with you now, but she'll be with you tomorrow. And I don't know if you're going to light a candle. She's showing me a candle being lit for her tomorrow as well, okay? I know she's still very much missed, Darlene, all right, but she is okay up there. And I can see you've got a lot of people, family up there, looking after her up there as well, okay? And it's just for you, if you can. She just showed me here a need for you to find a bit of passion that you enjoy doing yourself down here. I want to say to you, it's what she's saying to me, because she does worry about you when she's there with you. I want to say to you, okay? And she also hears you talking to her as well. So I know you talk to her a lot, Darlene. So I'll be thinking of you tomorrow, Darlene, okay? And I know she's not very far away from you. And if you just even the memory, and you take yourself to the memory of the park where you used to go to take the picnic, she's showing me the memory of the picnic and the park and sitting there, and where she very much, I want to say to you, enjoyed that. So I hope that helps you, okay, darling, for tomorrow. And I'll be sending you some here then. Okay, so thank you, darling. All right, I'm thinking of you. Right, so I've just seen here Paul come on here. Well, so I'm just giving an update regarding mum-in-law. And that's good news, Paul. All right, she's discharging her tomorrow. Okay, it's good news. So they wouldn't be necessarily letting her discharge her if she wasn't on the mend a bit. And I think here, I'll just say this short, because what I'm picking up here, this aspect here, I do feel that you and Luke you've had a good rest, a good break. It's done what you both needed, I want to say to you, okay? You've come back here, ready for the next phase. And what I feel is, again here, it's important, very important. She's going to come home. It feels like the care plan in place, got the care package in place for her, people coming in. I want to say to you, but the word I'm going to give you going forward for the next few weeks will be boundaries. I just want to say to you, okay, so I know you have to be there and be there and see her and do it and just help make sure she's okay. But for both of you, is about setting a few new boundaries. I want to say to you, okay. So just be mindful of that, all right? So she's going to come home, and if she's going to feel tired, she's going to feel she wants people around her. So I want to almost say in a way, be there, do all you can. Things have improved, but make sure, I just want to say, try not to, both of you, you and Luke, to slip back down that slippery slope with her. Set those boundaries, all right? And I just know here she feels to be in a much better space. I'm going to say to her, okay. And I feel here once she's come home, comes out, settles down a bit more back into home here, she feels ready herself to the next phase of her own life. I want to say to her, okay, so she feels more accepting of things being done for her. I want to say she's sorted out. So Paul, I bet it's good to hear that she's coming out. But I would say set those boundaries. Maybe you and Luke need to have a chat before you actually go and see her and she actually comes home. So have a chat about boundaries, what they need to be in place, and the care package. The care package seems to be adequate as well. I want to say, okay, and so just be mindful of boundaries going forward. But all feels a lot better there for you. So I've got you had a nice trip as well. So good for it. So let's see here now. I'm drawn to now to pull a card for. So. Hi, let's see. All right. So again, if you're Facebook users, I don't always see everyone's name because I do look through the chat afterwards. So I don't always see everyone's name until I look back on the comments afterwards. So if you are a Facebook user, just put your name in there. So it helps me to come to you rather than just sort of seeing Facebook users. So let's see who I'm drawn to next. So let's see who I'm going to pull a card for. So I'm going to come to see here. Who am I drawn to? Right, so I'm going to come here to Amanda Smith. So Amanda Smith, you'd like a message, okay? Yeah, no, it's our pleasure, Paul, to assist, to help your mum-in-law to be the best that she can be at this time, and just get those pleasant boundaries in place, and all I feel will be a lot better, a lot clearer all round. So Amanda, let's have a look. Yeah, Amanda would like a message. So I'm going to actually for you here, see a message for you. Now I'm picking up for you, Amanda. Very much I want to bring a man through from the spirit side of life for you, okay? I just feel I want to be nurturing, looking after you, taking care of you. I want to say to you, okay? And I've also pulled, I want to say very fatherly around you, okay, as he comes through also. So I just feel here where I'm going with this gentleman. Now I also feel to be over there, which making me aware I've been over there some time. I know it's not a recent passing, but I do feel here, you see here, I've also pulled in 2 cards as I also felt the essence of him. I want to say to you, okay? And the first card that's come through, I want to say to you, is happiness, soul card, happiness. And I feel here, and I do feel it's actually for you, I want to say to you, it's like that happiness for me is something that cannot be bought. It's something that comes, within ourselves, I want to say to you, okay? And I feel here that what I'm picking up on here, this aspect where it's like, I feel you question things. Are you on the right path? Are you in the right direction? Are things, a lot of questions taking place around you, Amanda, I want to say to you, okay? So these questions I feel here, and I think it's always valid to have questions about our direction and where we're going and, things in life. And I just feel here, so I feel here with you regarding this direction and focus, and are you on the right path? I want to say to you, I feel like you need to be very focused, right? And I don't want to say grand, but it's more focused of going forward, of what for you is happiness, what brings you in that happiness, brings that passion, brings that joy into you, I want to say to you, okay? And this is what I feel where I feel that I'm looking at, I want to say to you, okay? So again, sometimes it's also be mindful, it can happen to a lot of us. We've got people around us, be friends, family members, they give their input to our ideas, our suggestions, our circumstance in our life. And some of this can mar and cloud the way we think and feel about things. And I just feel here, I feel like I always want to say to you, it's like you've had enough input from other people around you, okay? And so that input that has been there, it's like now it's time for you to listen, but to listen to your inner self, all right? To listen to Amanda, because I feel no one actually knows better than Amanda. I want to say what Amanda wants and knows what's going to make you happy and make you feel well and make you feel, bring you that abundance of life, I want to say to you. An abundance of life is not just having the material aspects. It's about the joy. It's about the health and all aspects. I want to say of that. So I'm just seeing you here, Amanda. Now I want to say to you, you feel to have a very strong spirit team around you, okay? So I just feel here, the spirit team here around you. It's like they're actually showing me. They're giving you lots of signs to where you should be going, what you should be doing. Lots of signs are there for you. And this is input from other people around you. and so just be more focused, be more central. I don't even want to say to you be grounded, because you feel grounded when I say to you, okay? But just be more focused on, when I say on Amanda, what Amanda wants internally. Listen to the inner self, because I feel here that, again, it's about you finding that being on the right path. You are on the right path, I will say to you, okay? But it's people around you who make you doubt what you're doing it right. And again, they're not doing it to be mean. They're just people, just are people, and they give their input, which is fine. But I just feel here you are on the right path. Keep focused and just keep heading the way that you're going, because I feel here there is a lot of I want to say to you, I feel there's a lot of abundance of joy to come your way. I want to say to you, okay, if you truly listen to the inner self, because no one knows better than you. To follow your heart, I want to say to you, because it feels here it's just literally waiting for you. All right, Amanda. So the guy there, I don't know, it feels like feels very far, the guy in the spirit world here, but there's these spirit guys here, it's edging you forward. I want to say to you, and just know people around you have a good heart, helping, supporting you, but by the same token, it's getting you off track a little bit. So just come back to self, listen to self, focus on self, and just head forward, because you're going in the right direction, and all will be fine. I want to say to you, okay, there's lots I want to say to you. I want to say, if you open yourself up and allow yourself to receive, I want to say to you, and this is about allowing yourself to receive abundance. And that's not about money, right? Just open yourself up and allow yourself to receive. And as you allow yourself to open up to receive, I think you'll be pretty amazed at what you're being able to receive, the things your dreams, your intentions, or what you actually want to say out there. So Amanda, again, just focus on, be grounded, be focused, and just keep you're doing a good job, I want to say to you, okay? So know that's it, and be open to the abundance, I will say to you, once you allow yourself to open up to that aspect. So I hope Amanda, that just gives some food for thought for you going forward with your, on the path there. Happiness, it comes in many forms as well, I want to say to you, okay? So, right, let's see who I'm drawn to next as well. And no, well, love you. I'm just the vessel. You've got to do all the hard work, Amanda. As with all of you, it's all right sitting where I am saying, but it's actually it's doing the hard work ourselves, and that's what's not always so easy to do. I want to say to you, okay. So let me just see here who. Right, so if you're a Facebook user, just please, if you can, put your name in there so I know who I am connecting with, because I just several Facebook users on here, but I can't actually see your name, so it's difficult to actually put a card for you. So let me see here. I'm going to pull one card here for, right, I'm going to for Zoe. Your name just Zoe Dobie. Right, okay, I shall put a card for you, Zoe. Okay, so I'm going to pull a soul card for you. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to pull a moon card for you. If you want to pull my new moon cards, which I've just recently got. They've not been out quite a while, but I've just been drawn to get them. So Zoe, so I've got a card for you for a moon card. Okay. Oh, this is a nice card, actually. This is, I will read it what it says to you. You and your loved ones are safe, okay? And I feel here, this is again, I'll bring this round to you. So the sign is here, it's the new moon in Cancer. And it's about sensitivity, I want to say to you, okay? So I just feel here, as I pick this card for you, it's just knowing, I want to say to you, you feel very family orientated. I want to say to you, very family focused. I want to say to you, there's someone here, one of those people who you put the family's needs come first, the family's wants come first. It's just, and that feels very, so if family's in happy, then I feel, Zoe, you feel happy, you feel good. And I feel here that I do feel here at the moment the family feels in a good way, in a good shape, I want to say to you, okay? So when things are settled in the family, there's no drama taking place, things feeling fairly okay-ish, I want to say to you, what I feel is very good for you here is then for you to look at areas for Zoe, right? Look for areas because I feel here very much about the spiritual path, spiritual journey also for you, Zoe. I want to say, okay, and I feel you're someone, as long as the family is okay, that they've been looked after, been cared for, you can then focus a little bit on yourself. I want to say, okay, and again, it's not about you focusing on the physical things around you, it's more about your own growth, your own development. I'm going to say to you, very much here got writing around you, Zoe. Okay, so if you're someone who writes as well, channels or writing aspirations, but it feels here you feel very capable of someone who can put pen to paper in a good way. I want to say to you, okay, good, because I don't have writing's part of that plan, but I just feel here, you know, when things, you know, settled, I say let's leave them settled and then focus on yourself, all right, of what your development, your growth. And writing, I will say to you, was a big part of that plan for you. So again here, I just feel you're just someone who will sit down, and it feels like you ain't got to think it too much. It will just happen. The words will come. What needs to be said, what needs to be written. Very much here, I want to say to you, I've got inspiration around you, the written word here, and philosophy as I write these words. So something here I want to say to you, again, so what I'm seeing, I'm not seeing necessarily the book for you, but I'm seeing inspiration, philosophy, those type of writings. I want to say to you, feels very, it feels important for you. And I actually feel, I want to say to you, Zoe, dabble, because I actually feel you'll be quite surprised at what you write. Is what I'm being made aware of. So dabble, have a little go. What you want to automatic writing, do it, because I just know here I'm just seeing you doing it, looking back, reading it, and it's like I get the impression I'm getting here is like, where did that come from? What do we know? But that's the thing I get you think. So dabble, play, do it, because there's loads of say philosophy, inspiration that I want to come for you from the writing. And know again here at the moment you are loved, and your loved ones are safe, so you can spend a bit of time reflecting on yourself. All right, I want to say to you, Zoe. So have a lovely, if you're in the where we are, UK or overseas, have a lovely afternoon, lovely evening. And I'd like to say I do it myself, Zoe, so I can feel it, but just keep doing it, because I just feel here there's a lot there for that writing for you. So thank you for joining us this afternoon for my live. I will be back next week at the same time, 5 p.m. till 6 p.m. UK. I do read for all the messages. Sorry about puppy decided to bark. I was going to shut him indoors, but it's too hot. So if you'd like to find more about the work I do, you can find me on Facebook on Anita Denise 1. I also have my own animal communication group where sometimes I do go on and do lives on there, purely animal readings, and I will get one in the next couple of weeks because I've not done one for a while. You're welcome to join. It's all free of charge. And again, if any mediums approach you offering their selves to you, it's not one of Veronica's mediums. So if you want to sort of seek us out, you have to find us on our social media platforms. Anyone who approaches you via email, message, social media would not be one of us. It would be someone who's doing a scam. So keep yourself safe, and do not sort of pick up on anybody that offers you to give you a reading. It was not part of one of Veronica's mediums. So thank you for joining us. Have a great love and light to you. Have a great evening, afternoon, and look forward to seeing you all.